The general offensive that turned into a rout of the Japanese has been very successful in the north. We've pushed the Japanese into Manchuria, and we're kind of just catching our breath right now. I'm gonna totally reorganize my order of battle. You know, get all my troops properly deployed. Probably get rid of some of these, you know, random just militia, like these Soviet militia that I don't even have leaders for. I'll probably just take all their artillery and logistics units out, and yeah, start redeploying some of them. Bank for international settlements. Yeah, I'll do industry. Party rally, of course. Now, the communists are pretty freaking... They got a ton of units for, you know, being one province. But granted, I didn't really destroy any of their military when I pushed them back to just Yan'an. So, there's that. And yeah, probably just gonna reorganize the front. Probably get a bunch of these militia redeployed. And see kind of what we can get going against the Japanese here. I should probably keep pushing them, but I just want to get myself in a better position. What I'll probably do is I'll probably try to... Oh yeah. Gotta get some troops up there. Looks like they're trying to push me back there, but regardless... Okay, looks like we have some Japanese units trying to land. Try to get some planes going. Deploy an infantry division down here. Just so they're here. Oh, sugar. Don't know how much longer they're gonna be able to. Oh boy. That's not good. Hello and welcome back to the Chinese front lines. Things are not looking too bad. We've totally reorganized ourselves on the Manchurian border here. Unfortunately, that's given the Japanese time to totally, reinforce themselves, reorganize. We kind of had them on the run, but I didn't want to overextend ourselves. We were losing a lot of manpower, forcing battles, things like that. Uh, I just didn't want to get ahead of ourselves and, you know, lose our organization, lose our strength. Once we lose that, you're kind of screwed. And I would have probably had to start retreating again. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword. The Japanese now have quite a few units in Manchuria that are reorganized. And also around Beijing, the large encirclement I did, they were able to get the bulk of their forces out, probably just ferrying them over to Port Arthur here. Um, and down near Guangzhou, the Japanese have landed, but I've been able to contain it so far. I don't have the best of units down here, mostly coastal defense units, and then I brought up some infantry that were basically off the line from training. But I'm not too worried about down here. It's quite mountainous terrain. I have a decent amount of troops here. I got more troops here as we speak. I got a few Soviet armored divisions coming down here, or at least Soviet armor with Chinese troops. And then I have some broken units from the initial invasion. They got kicked back to the main HQ because they weren't under a core. And I also, my entire front here, it's about 650,000 troops. These are all regular troops, aside from a couple of the fascist volunteer divisions. But everything other than that is all mounted troops, light infantry, regular infantry. So these are, professional troops. And I took all my militia and I just put them on coastal defense because really they're not going to really be doing much other than soaking up resources and taking a ton of losses in Manchuria. So I figured they'd be more useful on the coast. So I've deployed them to the coast here just to counter anything that would happen. And it's already semi paid off because I had some of these on their way down here as the Japanese invaded. And, these are going to come in handy for just keeping the Japanese balled up here. And then slowly I'm going to get, as some of these divisions come off the line, I'll deploy a decent amount of them here so that we can just kick the Japanese out of Guangzhou so they can't ferry too many troops over. But I think the Japanese are going to have their hands quite full once I start my Manchurian offensive. And they already don't have the most potent units down here at Guangzhou. They've got a few nice marine divisions, but other than that, nothing really to worry about. Even one of their marine divisions here are isolated, and I'm trying to keep them isolated, but I may not be able to because these guys are on the brink of surrender or falling back. And what I might do, I think it's time to go to basic training. I think we're past the point of, extreme fear. So I'm going to change a lot of basic training. That's going to give me more officers. And overall, things should just go a bit better. But yeah, I think we should get this offensive rolling, though. Now, I kind of put too many divisions in these provinces. I'm taking some attrition, but it's to be expected in mountain provinces. I'm gonna go ahead and switch those over there. And my main objective here is going to be to try to, I guess I should draw a battle plan for it. I already have. Basically, I'm going to try to dislodge the Japanese here, try to isolate them in all this mountainous terrain. I don't really want to have to try and slog my way through it with them, because I just have to get through about a couple provinces here into Manchuria, and then we're into nice plains provinces. You know, the Manchurian plain here all the way up to Harbin. And my main goal is going to try to, at the very least, force the Japanese into a hasty withdrawal, give me these mountain provinces without having to slog through it, losing, hundreds of thousands of troops. And then I also want to come up here in the north into Inner Mongolia, and you try to use these plains provinces to sweep on the left flank here, which I hoping I can do. I have 4 of my armored divisions earmarked to do that, and just gonna kind of try to play it by ear as this happens. I don't particularly know if I'm gonna be able to pull this encirclement off. I'm kind of doubting myself, but the main objective, if we can't encircle these troops, is to get across this river here. I think this is the Lao Hai River, something like this. If we can get across this while the Japanese are still disorganized, then to me that's going to kind of be the key to Manchuria here. Now, obviously, there's some other rivers here we have to worry about, but it'd be much easier for the Japanese to condense the front and defend from, this river line around Mukden. So that's going to kind of be one of our main concerns, to at least get a bridgehead across here, preferably in the plains provinces, but if not, at least into these, mountains on the Korean border here. And yeah, that's kind of going to be the general scope for the current invasion. Now, I'm a little concerned with our manpower that we have, but having said that, a lot of the manpower is just tied up in these long serial productions I have going, probably easily 1,000 manpower tied up in these divisions. Plus, I should probably disband these militia divisions here. I just didn't really have anything to do with them. I want to kind of recycle all the equipment they have, but I just didn't really have time to do that. I want to press the Japanese while I still can. And also, at some point, these militia divisions are all going to get disbanded, and that should give us, probably, 700 or so manpower. Our officer ratio is getting kind of low. I'm a little bit concerned about that. I also made the mistake of, I just disbanded all my armies and corps because they were so all over the place and disorganized, and kind of just rebuilt them on the front line here with my troops. That was kind of a mistake. They're taking a pretty long time to reorganize. I kind of forgot about that. I guess in this version of Black Ice, they must take a lot longer to reorganize. But sure, there's going to be some malices because of that, but there's nothing we can do. That's just the way it is. So yeah, guess we can check if we have any new leaders that have come in. I don't think so. That's not a bad leader there. Land organization, it's kind of good, but I don't like the leadership, and I don't like the money malice. Kind of want this guy. It's going to give us some more dissent. but being at 5% leadership, that's kind of a big deal. These are all looking pretty similar. Yeah, this 5% leadership is looking kind of juicy here. And what do we lose off of this? I think I'm just going to go ahead and put that guy in. It's going to give us some more descent, but I'm not too worried about it. Okay, let's up the speed here and try to get this offensive going. Probably should have earmarked. I shouldn't have put as much of my armor up north, because it's not going to be as effective, I think. But basically, I'm going to say try to get at least one of our armor divisions through there, and then we'll send the rest kind of in the interior, trying to see how far we can get, and then we'll just have the infantry kind of generally fan out behind them. And I think the Japanese really don't have much in terms of troops right here, so I think we try to press the advance here, get over that river, and I'll just have the rest of these support that attack. And let's see kind of where we want to go with these troops. I think we're going to have some success in the mountains here. So let's have these guys kind of go there and have a couple fan out into the plain provinces. And then bring up the rest of the infantry to kind of follow them. Keep that mountain infantry in the mountains. And maybe bring that light infantry up there. Okay. I was wanting to kind of get my air force. I was going to try to build some airfields here, but I just don't think it's practical. So we have a decent, or have quite a lot of Soviet aircraft, which is nice. Bunch of heavy bombers. Okay, so let's see how our initial progress is. I think we'll make decent progress in the south to start off. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, I can also get those divisions attacking as well. So yeah, these divisions are quite under strength on the Japanese side. Not much holding us back there. Okay, very good. Yeah, we're making progress there. We should win that battle. And yeah, we should win this as well. And I'm gonna just have these guys push right through, because this seems to be the weak link on the Japanese front. And we might have to pin these 3 stacks here so they don't fall back. But other than that, I'm feeling pretty good here. Let's get that assigned to a core. And kind of get these guys where we want them. We've got even more militia coming in. Probably gonna send some of them back here. Got some mountain troops coming in. I'm not too worried about over there. I also have some interceptors just kind of guarding our massive navy sitting here in a haiku. Haikou, whatever it's called. Just so they don't get naval bombed to hell, because they've already had a couple naval port strike attacks on it. Yeah, the rest of my air force is kind of just hanging out in Qingdao. I don't really... The planes are just too short range to really do anything with, other than my heavy bombers. Now I do have my light bombers here that maybe we can just throw in while we wait. We got some nice intel. Okay, so do any of these... Let's try to pin these troops, actually, if we can. Pin the troops in place so they can't retreat, although it looks like they already are. Try to kind of get across these rivers. Looks like these guys are about to break soon, but we've taken some decent losses here. The Japanese are counterattacking from the looks of it. Might as well go ahead and start to shift some infantry from here to over there, because I think we have quite a decent amount. Or you know what, maybe might bring those guys down south. You know what, I'll keep them there. I think I have enough troops in the south there for now. Ooh, 5 IC. Don't really like that I just lost 5 IC, but I think it gave us some more leadership, which we need. Okay, how's the battle at Guangzhou going? Not too bad. Yeah, I think if I can get a decent amount of troops in here, we should be okay. Those look like the Japanese are just routing. Oh, there we go. That's what we wanted. That's 4 full-fledged Japanese divisions we've just encircled. Maybe we can just force them to give up. I'm just going to force that battle, even though I know I'm probably going to be taking a decent amount of losses. I want to get these guys dealt with so these troops can just mop this up and then keep advancing with the rest of my armies. So it looks like the Japanese are already fully pulling back. Probably start withdrawing some of these units. Not as much progress on the port of Glidao as I'd want, but it seems like we're making up for it in the north. But when can I trade again with the Soviets? Today? At what point? In 4 hours. Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. So it does look like the Japanese are in a full withdrawal. Take a little screenshot of that. That's a big deal up here. These 4 divisions, these were mostly full strength too. So that's going to be a big deal. And I think we're going to just start trying to move our troops, because the Japanese don't have much here. We're just going to try and move our troops through here to swing around them as much as we can. Let's make another battle plan. Phase 2. Probably going to try and concentrate on, you know, coming through here and here. Because I don't think... Maybe once I get through these, I'll start making some more progress, but they have a lot of troops down here. I don't think I'm going to make a ton of progress here. But, you know, try and link up a bit. I'm not that confident that I'm going to be able to get most of the Japanese military here. But again, regardless, they're going to be forced to make a hasty retreat. And we've already bagged a decent prize. You know, 4 full-fledged experienced Japanese divisions have just been relatively easily encircled up north in Inner Mongolia. We're off to a decent start, I think. We're definitely going to take a lot of losses taking Hulaidao, but you know, it is what it is. We got to get the Japanese out of there. We got to get through these mountains and hills. And once we're through here, we'll be in the plains provinces and things will get much easier. But again, you know, a lot of the fighting in the mountains is disadvantageous, yes, but it also gives us a lot of bonuses for defense too. Whereas when we're in these plains provinces, you know, the Japanese are going to be able to hit us a lot harder. So we do have to be prepared for that. And yeah, I think I'm going to try to... Okay, it looks like I've just taken that. Let's try to get these divisions in there. Looks like these guys are wanting to throw in the towel soon. I do not want that to happen. But I'm not going to be able to concentrate that hard on that. So yeah, it looks like we've been able to break through here. So yeah, that's good. Now we are still having some issues up here, but see, this is what we want. This armor division has been able to break through. And again, yeah, this is really what we want here. Because the 5th Armor Division here, it has free reign. Yes, you know, there's hills and mountains here, but if we're able to totally circumvent the Japanese line here, you know, keep them engaged up north, force them to keep engaged down south here, where we're going to really have a good time. So yeah, we might be able to... Just gonna have these guys pull back. You know, get our defenses shored up. Start getting some troops in there. Supplies. Why are my supplies? I guess I need to get some more production in supplies. Okay. Let's keep on flooding troops into here. Not too happy with how much losses I'm taking here, but... And that's not good. they're already... Japanese are already counterattacking pretty good. Let's just try to keep the tempo going here. Which I think I should be able to. I just really don't like how many losses I've taken on these provinces here. I know I'm kind of attacking over a river, but we're kind of doing what we have to right now. But it does look like the Japanese defenses down south have become pretty unhinged. They're in full retreat. I really hate these leaders without any pictures. We'll get that division off of production. Because a lot of these divisions on serial production, some of them didn't have engineers, and they're also quite outdated. So it's the second they're being deployed, they're having to, you know, get upgraded, and they're just not as useful as they could be. Now let's see if we can't do any damage to the naval infantry here. Now that battle's not going to be very useful. But we are still making decent progress. Again, this battle is kind of stupid, taking a lot of losses. But okay, so the Japanese are putting on the pressure, but I was able to get my divisions in there. Let's make sure that these guys have some order of battle to them. Okay. Pretty happy with how things are going here, because we're going to get through this division here. And yeah, that's a good thing. Looks like we're running out of steam a little bit here. But yeah, we're not... Call off that attack. We're not going to make much progress there. Again, the suicidal, this Nankai Shitai unit has held up literally probably like 200,000 troops in a suicidal, you know, defense. And again, you have more Japanese troops holding us up. I highly doubt that this attack's gonna... You know, we're going against a fully equipped infantry division on the other side of that. But we are making decent progress here. Kind of running out of steam here, though. Yeah, that was a stupid attack. That armored division's, you know, totally mauled now. Yeah, I don't... Kind of gonna give the Japanese back that province, but it is what it is. We've got to keep on advancing. And yeah, that's not... It's not going to be that useful to us. Okay, the Japanese here just need to give up, basically. Probably gonna have these guys attack there. Fortunately, this is what I was fearing. We haven't been able to get across this river, the Laohai River, or I'm probably butchering what it's called. That offensive kind of bogging down now. We've taken a ton of losses, but we are making progress up north here. I just need to get more. I just need to get more troops up here. Need to get more troops up here. It's a bit of a blunder that I don't have more up here. I just have them all in these stupid attacks down here, which I don't even know, you know, how much those are even doing. I should have managed this death stack up here better, but I'm already committed, and if I can make a breakthrough here, then I might be able to snag a few units. Yeah, I'm just gonna have these guys call off their attacks. Hopefully these units are able to progress. Ah, see, yeah, this is what I didn't want. I didn't want a prolonged battle here. If I had more troops up here, we could have really did something. Hopefully the communists start moving their troops. See, oh boy, this is bad. They got a cavalry division here. They might... Oh boy. This is not a good position to be in. I definitely overextended myself here. And yeah, I didn't organize these troops up north like I should have. But regardless, should try to get some armor up here. Try to get some other divisions up there. Looks like the communist Chinese are going to help us out here. I don't even want to press that attack. Probably have some shattered units. I'll let them regroup up there. But yeah, this isn't good. Although, if we're gonna break through there, I don't think I have to worry as much. We may still be able to pull something off here. Okay, so these troops are back in action. Crisis averted. We almost got encircled, but was not as successful as I imagined it was going to be. Yeah, it looks like the Japanese have managed to break out of here a bit. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll just build our troops up down there. And I'll get these guys to deploy down there. At least we've got them off of this bank of the river there. But yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in my execution of our Manchurian offensive here. We'll kind of see how things go as we progress here. I should still have a couple armored divisions. But it would seem to me like the Japanese are going to be able to kind of spring free from my trap. But yeah, let's get those parts of the front dealt with. No idea why my troops are attacking there. But yeah, we took pretty heavy losses. But yeah. Guess I should I'll get these guys on that port. And I might get these guys attacking up here. I don't think that attack's gonna do much, but I'll try to get him up anyways. Yeah. The most potent Japanese units are just withdrawing, but yeah, let's not get too pessimistic. Still have a pretty potent force coming through here. Just try to, you know, keep it. I think I saw some mountain infantry. We'll try and get in there too. Try to get our armor in here. Try to get a couple divisions kind of guarding the narrow neck of this advance. But other than that, probably gonna just keep it relatively localized. Yeah, I don't know if much is gonna come from. Yeah. Let's see if we can't take some troops. That's unfortunate. I didn't play that as good as I should have. Yeah, I should have. I could have organized that a lot better than I did, but it is what it is. Taken a pretty big amount of losses for not much gained, but let's see if we can't try to go around. I think if we play the long game, let's transfer some units to here. Yeah, I don't see forcing that attack. Stupid. Ah, crap. I highly doubt we're gonna be able to do anything there. Yeah, most of my units are all tied up doing dumb stuff. Okay, can we get across the river here? Yes, we can. Okay, these are my other Soviet. These are my other Soviet armored divisions that have come up. Soviet supplied, at least. Okay, I want more forces committed over there. And we might be able to get across the Laohai River there if we play our cards right. Yeah, I squandered my armored advantage here. Squandered it pretty badly. Looks like these guys are just gonna start giving up here soon. Okay, so we have a landing. Got a landing here. Is that one of our... I don't think that's one of the crappy infantry divisions. No, it is, because it has hardly any serial production left. So yeah. Okay. At least the good news is we're about to get a bridgehead. About to get a bridgehead across here. And I think what we do is we try to push through here now. Okay, well, let's keep these divisions pinned. Okay. So the prize wasn't that great. This is what? 3, 6, about 8 divisions we've been able to encircle, but I think if we really try, we can get even more. Should have let that division finish what it was doing. Okay. So that's some good news right there. So we're across. We're right outside Port Arthur there. And I don't really want to wait. I'm just going to start trying to dislodge these units right away. Okay, so we are definitely making good progress up here. I just can't get too cocky. Oh, it's this. The battle sound noises are so annoying. Like, oh, you can't even get rid of them. Very annoying. I think I got more divisions than I thought. These must have been retreating. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 13 divisions, and these aren't just, you know, I'm only seeing one conscript. These are all full-fledged divisions. You know, that's not bad. And I think if I play my cards right, I don't see why I wouldn't be able to get another little encirclement going here. Point is that the Japanese front is in absolute disarray, and it's benefiting us because they're having to really spread out. And I can see another encirclement forming here. I really can. Going to try if I can to do something like this, and maybe if we're really lucky, something like that. I think that would really be quite beneficial. You know, if we can pull that, if we can pull off both of these, then it's it's game over for the Japanese in Manchuria. But having said that, I do think I'm gonna have to kind of stop here soon and kind of reorganize, but maybe not. Maybe I'm being too timid. Maybe I just keep going while I have the Japanese totally on the back foot. Just want to clear up these encirclements so these troops can get up to the front soon. Okay, the Japanese are really... they're really pushing. Kind of not really able to keep my eye on this, but they've already made a huge mistake, obviously, right here. These just look like some HQ units, but actually I don't have the organization. Japanese are really pounding me here, but I don't really have my head in the game down here because I hate those leaderless divisions, man. I hate them. They're not leaderless, but pictureless divisions. Excuse me. Okay, what do they have in Guangzhou itself? No, I doubt that we'll win that. Kind of just got to recuperate down there. Oh wow, yeah. I thought these units were progressing. What are they doing? Oh, that's kind of a blunder. I thought these units were, you know, going somewhere. Yeah, I think we gotta stop our advance here. My guys are getting too... Unless are we gonna take? Looks like they're attacking me. But yeah, we gotta stop our advance here. Looks like we've got another... Wow, looks like the Japanese were just able to get out of it. I'm gonna stop my advance there. I don't want these troops getting too disorganized. Reality is the entirety of, you know, inner Manchuria there is opened up for me. Wow. Japanese are just gonna give it right up, eh? Looks like the last of their forces there are surrendering.